Hey there, YouTubers. JB Coins here, and something we haven't done for a while. We've got a box of $100 worth of nickels. Actually scored these at the bank where we used to get these, and I think I figured out the system a little bit, but we'll find out. But we'll flip the box over, put the bottom open. If you've watched our nickel videos in the past, we usually do pretty well on these. So see if we find any really old ones or any silver ones like we've been doing in the past few videos. That one's got rust on it. I don't see anything obvious here. This one looks a little old. Go for that one. What the heck? Nice loosely wrapped ones. Oh, very nice loosely wrapped ones. That's an 89. I thought it was newer. Let's dump those on the table. $95p. 1981. That one's in really nice shape. 30, almost 35-year-old coin. That one I can't make out the year. Set that off to the side for time's sake. 79. That one looks fairly good too, and possible offset. Let's see, 2000, kind of grungy. 2015. It's got a nice crisp edge to it. Nope, it's got a big nick in the back. There's a nice shiny one. 1986p. Set that one off to the side. Doesn't mean we'll keep all those, but obviously, like we usually do, we go through these real quick, see if there's anything obvious. You know, the main thing with the nickels is the war nickels, which, like I say, we've done very well with those. Those are really easy to tell if you don't know the years, you don't remember them. Just look above the dome and you'll have a large mint mark up there instead of where they normally are located. So you'll have, you know, a PD or S up there. That means it's 35% silver. During the war, World War II, for those of you youngins, World War II, they actually had more silver on hand than they had for the coins. So they started putting 35% silver into the nickels because they needed the nickel for the war effort. So when we find those, we get really excited. 2015p. That one actually looks to be in nice shape, so we'll set it off to the side for further review. 94. There's also some commemorative years to look for. I'm sure we'll come across some of the new buffaloes that they did. The various phases. Oh, and I see something that looks old coming up here. This is an 86, not good shape. That looks like an old coin. Monticello's pretty well smooth. You can see a D mint mark. Let's see what we got. 1940. Pretty good. See, we usually catch something in the early to late 30s, so that's pretty cool. First roll, 1940, something to top. Otherwise, so far, got a few things that are interesting to look at that are newer coins, and we've got some older coins to look at. Let's see. And we've already talked about the war nickels. So we've got a lot of the tips out of the way. When we get to the fines, we can cover the commemorative ones. That's a 75. There's a 2005. There's one right there. This is not in the greatest shape. I mean, obviously it'll go back to the bank. It's in bad shape, but this is Ocean in View is what that's actually called. It's a 2005P. In 2004 and 2005, they did a commemorative series about Jefferson and about the various stages of the country. So for now, we're going to dive into the pile. If we find something really cool like a war nickel, we'll stop, shoot it. Otherwise, or something really odd. Otherwise, we'll see you at the wrap. Okay, YouTubers, here we are with the wrap on the nickels. Sorry for the darkness. For some reason, it's a little dark today. But wanted to touch base. We've got a huge pile of nickels that are going back to the bank. Some folks have been talking lately about keeping the nickels or buying entire nickel boxes, not even searching them, because the nickels value is as a metal is going up. There was a billionaire a couple of years ago that bought $1 million worth of nickels, and at the time the nickels were worth 7.5 cents each. So his $1 million was worth $1.5 million. Right now it's probably worth close to $1 million, maybe a little more, but he didn't lose any money because he still got face value. So there are some folks that think you should keep all of these, but for me and for Camera Girl, these go back. Down here in the middle of the field, we've got 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and a really nice 2000. These are going to probably wind up being keepers, but we're not sure. But what we wanted to do was really kind of give you an overview of the errors of what you're looking for and the silver that you're looking for and the special coins that you're looking for that were issued in the Jefferson series. So in 39, for example, the Monticello that's on the back of the coin, that right there, was doubled. Also, the 5 cents underneath was doubled. So that's a known error for a 39. From 42 to 45, a lot of you guys already know this. The war nickels, they were made 35% silver. Excuse me. Here's an example of a 44S. This one's in BU state. And what I want you to see, so when you're looking through the pile, you can see when I mentioned the large mint mark on the top. If we can zoom in, let's see if we can get this in focus. There we go. See the big S? It's either going to be a PD or S, but it's going to be there. And even if the coin is really grungy, that's what you're looking for, is that mint mark up there instead of down here next to the memorial, okay, or the later ones where it's by the date. During the war, the silver coins are designated by that large mint mark, okay? So like I said, this is a really nice BU 44S that we got. Don't even remember whether we got a coin roll hunting or where we got it, but this is a good example of what you're looking for if you're looking for the silver. Now within the silver war nickels, there were also errors. There was a 43P. There was a 3/2. The 43P also had a doubled I on Jefferson's face. On the 45P, they had a double die reverse. Then 46, they resumed the mint mark, or the mint mark style that they had prior to the war. The large number went away, small number came back. 68, the mint mark was positioned, was moved to the obverse on the front. And then came the next error coin to look for, which is the 75D. We actually found one of these in the box. Unfortunately, as I described this to you, this is not the error. This is the way it's supposed to be minted, if you will. This is a correct coin. And the error, the D, is almost touching the 5. It's not close to his head, or his ponytail, it's actually close, much closer to the 5. It's not actually touching it, but it's probably 1/8 of an inch or whatever that would be closer to the numbers. Okay, so I wanted to show you that as a visual example since we had one that was in nice shape and easy to see. So that's one you want to look for as you're going through the boxes. Look for 75D, and if that D is up here, that's big money. So then beyond that, the 54S, there was an error that was an S over D. The 55D was a D over S. And then the 71 proof nickel, some of them were made without a mint mark in error, and those are worth money. And also the last error that we've got is the Monticello was reversed, or excuse me, the Monticello on the reverse was resumed after the commemoratives, which we're going to show you now. This is what they call the Westward Journey series. 2004 were these two, and 2005 were these two. So they had the Lewis and Clark expedition, the peace token for the Louisiana Purchase, westward to the ocean, ocean in view, and then kind of a bringing back the Buffalo nickel kind of concept of the end of the Western rush during Jefferson's time. Those were issued 2004, 2005, 2006. They went back to the old style Monticello on the reverse as opposed to that. The other thing that's noticeably different on the 2004 and then the 2005 is they changed his image in 2005. So they've kind of gone back and forth with that. The modern ones use another completely different front, which is, or obverse, which is this style. So you can see there's kind of some changes in there. So don't let that stuff throw you. And then the other thing that we found a couple of interesting finds. We found an 80D. I'll try and tip that up. And it's not a tremendous offset, but you can see the doubled edge by the words Liberty and the date. And then the left side, the tops of the letters are cut off. They run out of coin. So it's a really slight offset east to west, but it is an offset. So we'll probably hang on to that. And then this one really kind of threw me a curve. Clearly not American. This is República Dominicana, 1983. And if I tip it up, yeah, now you can see 83. It almost looked like 33. Really nice shape. And it is, oops, sorry, 5 centavos. So it's 5 cents, a nickel. Looked it up in the book before shooting the break, and in the current condition that this is in, it's worth about 10 to 20 cents. If it were a proof, it would be worth a couple of bucks, maybe more. If there was a T designation on the coin, that would indicate that it was made at the Tower of London in England, and because this is actually a commemorative nickel, and the T version is worth a few bucks. I think it's actually worth a couple $100, but I'd have to go back and look at the book. But the point being, it's kind of odd to be going through here and finding a foreign coin. So we showed you, that you can find some decent coins for coin collecting. You can find some error coins. You can find some foreign surprises, and every once in a while you find the silver. So we didn't find the silver in this box. We found some cool stuff. Maybe next time, because we've done really well with the nickels to this point in finding silver war nickels. Not this shiny, but they're still silver. So anyway, Video's getting long. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned some things. That's always our goal for you guys and for ourselves. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. You guys have been doing an awesome job on that. We're past 1,500, on our way to 1,600. We really appreciate it. Keep up with the comments and ideas. And good luck hunting. For JB Coins, signing out.